What is up, guys? We are live here with round 3 of our day 2 half case tournament. Joined by Austin, the DB grinder. We got Eldlich versus Virtual World kicking off our round number 3.
And we see the Eldlich player already open up extremely strong. He's going to activate Curse. He's going to search a card, the Nadir Servant, send the Elder, and that's going to let him pop his own Cursed. So that means the Cursed is going to be an interruption. The Nadir Servant's going to be an interruption. Very good start in hand for him already. Also, for the people in chat, how do you guys feel about being able to double sleeve your cards now?
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's super sick. I love the idea of being able to use some art sleeves. I've been double sleeving in other games and always found it strange that the OCG has always been able to do it since like day 1, it seems, and now we finally get to do it. It kind of offsets the maximum gold cards, which are kind of shady.
Yeah. I think it's really cool that you can double sleeve though. Seeing people on like 40 card decks and it looks like 60 just blows my mind.
It's sick.
So he's going to set Scarlet at end phase and then pass turn. So the virtual world player is going to need a very nice hand here to be able to play through these interruptions.
So this actually might be Zed, right? Zoo, Eldlich, Dogmatika, because we saw a Dogmatika card.
Yeah.
We're still not sure if he has zoos. I don't think we've seen anything yet.
No, we haven't. So we're going to see Joseph start off with a city. One of the best starters in the deck. That and Pot of Desires. So he's just making sure he knows exactly what it does. The card has a lot of effects that people just never use on it. And they definitely come up. So he's going to bring out the Chuchi. Interesting zone placement because that could get hit by an Imperm at some point throughout the turn as collateral damage. Or actually, no, that's where the Scarlet's set, I believe. Unless if he set it in the middle. And he has E-Telly. We can see GG Kieran. Oh, so he really does just have a crazy hand. And the opponent doesn't know what the virtual worlds do, it looks like, since he was asking. And that could play a huge factor if he doesn't know what to stop. Says open Nadir, LOL. Yeah, Nadir is crazy to open.
Very good card. We had just around 20 rows today for our second day. Much smaller prizing, much smaller stuff on the line, and it's a no top cut today. So much smaller tournament. Hey, the Saint Twins. Yeah, we tried to get the twin player. He didn't really feel comfortable being on stream just yet. We're going to try to follow up and get him for the next round. But we're sorry. That was like the last interesting deck that we have on the field, I believe.
Yeah, but of course, like if the player doesn't want to be on stream, we're not going to force him to be on stream. Yeah. He's going to use Lulu effect here. And he's having to read Chuchi. Definitely want to read that card. That card's going to be a huge factor in this game.
So I definitely have some love-hate for Maximum Gold. Very nice looking cards, but when you play with them, I don't know. Seems like they're just, they have to be thicker.
Yeah, I've never played with them, but just opening the packs last time.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Make sure to check that out on the YouTube. It was pretty hype.
That's super cool.
We're going to see an Ash on the Lulu. That's really good. That stops the Lulu from coming out and from him getting the Surge. And Send. That's like 3 things that he stopped with that one Ash. Virtual World player opening Bonkers once again. Yeah, you'll see that a lot. Either the deck opens up like unplayable or the deck's just playing through everything and it's grinding every turn. So I wonder if the Eldlich player has any more hand traps because that Ash was huge. If he does have anything like surprising in hand, like a ghost spell that could be just game changing. We're going to see the Kieran beat over the Ecclesia. So love the staple reprints like Droll and Super Poly and Gold. Oh yeah, the reprints in that set were crazy. We saw like the Dragon Maids get reprinted, the Zodiac stuff, every hand trap pretty much. Like, you just love to see it. Stuff like that really helps more people get into the game just because it's cheaper. Said finally DB Grinder on commentary making everything better. Hey, shout out to you. There's imposter PPG tokens now available on the website. Make sure you guys go check them out. They're only $1 a piece. And we're also doing giveaways at the end of every round on YouTube and Twitch for another PPG imposter token. So make sure to just talk and chat and you'll be entered into that.
Yeah, just make sure you're an active chatter by the end when we start to roll the participants, and you can be a lucky winner. We've been giving one out all day yesterday. We'll be doing it again today throughout all Swiss rounds.
We're going to see an Italian battle phase to bring out the Lulu to try to attack some for 16 more. Just trying to get the early damage in, since he was probably going to do that play anyways in main phase 2. We're going to see punishment on the Lulu. And it looks like he wants to send Elder here, but he is thinking about it. Definitely don't want to make a mistake.
Yeah, so double sleeving Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you normally just get standard size sleeves, which are normally used for Magic and Pokemon. And just make sure those are clear. And then you just put them over whatever you normally have your Yu-Gi-Oh cards in. And voila. Now you do have matte variants and then not matte variants. So it looks like Hicksroy here has the matte. You can tell because the back is a little bit more cloudy. But you can also get the clear front and clear back. So it's transparent on both sides with no type of clouding. And those are non-matted. But those might get stickier over time, as where the matte may not get as sticky on uses and stuff like that. And it helps you protect your base sleeve. So whether those be expensive, like art like special art ones or whatever the case is, that way you just all you have to do is replace that top sleeve and you never really have to replace the bottom sleeve.
Yeah, a lot of people at locals would always double sleeve their extra deck sleeves when they would use like NAWCQ sleeves or world sleeves. Last year actually at the NAWCQ, my friend got a game loss for double sleeving his extra deck. So it's pretty cool that now you're able to do it.
For sure.
So I wonder if he's going to pop off soon. Yeah, he definitely is popping off right now. In main phase 2, he's played through the interruptions. He has multiple monsters on board. I wonder what he's going to try to make with those, though. He does have a few more cards in hand still. They both do. He's going to go for the Shen Shen. That card's crazy versus Eldlich. Just being a macrocosmos. So I'm glad for the double sleeves. Now Konami plan for selling more character sleeves is in effect. Yeah, a lot of people like the character sleeves. Yesterday when we had one of the players have cool sleeves, I got a lot of compliments on it. So thank you guys. Y'all are awesome. Shout out to you, Chris. Thank you for staying here, talking, chatting. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think, unfortunately, we can't produce this great commentary every week for our locals. By the way, we do have local streams 4 times a week. Obviously, it's impossible to get commentary on each one, but at least you can see a lot of the local players here battle it out. You also have you get to actually listen in to what they're saying on a lot of the times, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like when you watch the NBA and you hear like the like what's going on the field, which is cool.
Yeah.
So you have that at all times. There's no commentary, but at least you get to hear that. So it's not just like music in the background or whatever, which is cool, learning experience.
Yeah, we also see multiple people yesterday pulling out the little F written on a paper and smacking it for F's in chat right when they were about to lose, being good sports about it. I thought that was awesome. So he's going to summon out Knight here. He's going to try going the battle phase, and this is going to beat over the Shen Shen. The Shen Shen being able to bring itself back is really good. He's going to have to like set a walk hero to banish that.
Yep, that's DB Grinder. Yep, you see your the plan is to every regional or so have Austin come out and commentate some really high level Yu-Gi-Oh for you guys. So the next one coming up in February, it's going to be Blazing Vortex. Make sure you guys tune in or make some travel accommodations to come out. We've had more and more people come and travel out to these events. We take a pretty good measure in making sure that everybody has a safe experience, and so far so good. We haven't had any nightmare stories so far, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Anything's possible, but at the end of the day, we want to minimize the possibility of anything like that happening. So greetings from Greece, lads. Appreciate it.
What's up? Greetings from Miami.
Yeah, beautiful sunny Miami. Make sure you guys, if you're ever in Miami, make sure you check out our storefront. We're right by the airport. We're 10, 15 minutes away. So we've had a lot of international clientele. Not a lot, obviously, in recent, but normally when we were in regular times, we would always have, like, Brazilians and Italians and bunch of international customers come in and just really enjoy the storefront. We're in a pretty nice location, to be honest, and there's a lot of stuff to do around here too.
Try says, love the commentary on the duels. Thank you, thank you. Me and George are commentating these matches. We had Ruben yesterday. He's playing in the tournament today. We saw him win 2-0 in round 1 earlier. Maybe we'll try getting him back on later if you guys want to see him.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him as playing out the finals, round 5.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He definitely looked like he knew exactly what his deck was doing.
No, he was ready. He was ready to play yesterday, and then him casting, I felt like, makes him even more ready. Made him a little even more ready because now he knows what the field is looking like, what people are on, certain play styles, learning from others' mistakes. It happens all the time, but that's why you always want to look back on these matches and just, like, even if you were participating in them, and then see where you might have hiccuped and just make yourself better as a player overall. That's the only way you're going to make better.
Oh, for sure. Going over, like, even your own matches that you've gone over and see what misplays you did and what you could have done differently, that can make you extremely better. You see people, like, even in basketball going over their replays. He's going to normal summon Lulu, then use Kieran effect. He did use Desires. Doesn't have too many cards in deck. He could have banished something. He's going to send Chu-Chi and looked like Qinglong there. So he did have good things in deck still. Say greetings from Germany. Hey, what's up?
Australia. TB Grinder is the man. Yeah, no, Austin has been fantastic. He's a great person. I never even heard of him before Phantom Rage, and then I was just like, I don't know this man, but hopefully he's a cool guy, and he's been great. He's been super team player, and he's been putting in all the work, and his grinding of Yu-Gi-Oh and just knowledge of the game, it shows, honestly, and a lot of people see that and recognize that. So appreciate all the time and work he's put into the game, and not only that, but coming out here and casting and putting on a show for us.
Thank you for letting me come out here and be able to do this. A lot of people wanted to see me commentate a real tournament since I usually commentate over, dueling book matches. It's really cool to come out here. Chris said, will do. I can't wait to visit. Hey, love to hear it.
Come to Brazil. One day.
Said, stay strong and safe. Love from Italy.
I was actually so close to going to Brazil for the, 220th YCS or whatever it was. It was like a special YCS.
Oh, yeah, the one that
got canceled.
Yeah.
Literally canceled. I would have been so upset. I'm so glad I didn't go. But I was very close to going.
Said, shout out to the commentators. Thank you. Shout out to you, Dean. So, can I freak out if VFD hits the board? Yeah, you can.
You still have another, when's the next ban list?
Like 3 months from now.
3 months from now? Okay, so hopefully we get one before Blazing Vortex so that we can see VFD hit. I, for one, was kind of disappointed that Konami didn't hit VFD. I think that was the one big outlier that I didn't really understand why they kept it around. Maybe they wanted to continue to keep pushing Phantom Rage, but VFD is way past its years. I feel like it's been a problem for a while, but now we have a deck that just makes it more consistently than we ever had in the past, I think. Yeah,
hopefully at least Virtual World is the deck to get that card banned. That card's just insane. It's Mystic Mind, but from the extra deck. Said DB, DB Grinder. Oh, what's up? You guys, Fool Tool. Said, yeah, this is the 225th YCS. Thank you, TJ Parker, for clarifying that.
Yeah, I see that we have a lot of people here first time on the stream, so thank you guys again for joining us. Like I said, we usually have one of these events every release with commentary. Otherwise, we just do normal local streams with no commentary. If you guys want to replay all the events and commentary from yesterday with Ruben and Austin, make sure you guys either become a channel member on YouTube or become a subscriber on Twitch, and you'll unlock the VODs, uncut, unedited, untailored background footage from what was going on in the exciting run that Kamal had yesterday, powering through a pretty well-stacked tournament yesterday. And otherwise, you can just subscribe and watch for one round a day. We should be posting round 1 by like Tuesday, and then we'll post one round every day. Those are edited and chopped up though, so if you want to see that unchopped footage, That's the only way you'll get access to that.
Also, like the locals matches that are live streamed, it's not a normal locals down here at all. There's so many people that have won a YCS, topped YCSs. This locals is like a regionals. It really is, like just because of how good the players are down here.
Trishula, my favorite.
Oh, whoa, that's crazy. I don't even know Virtual World played that card anymore.
He hasn't even slapped it down yet, so maybe he's just thinking. It's like in chess, like you touch the piece, you gotta move it, and he's like trying to, like, do I slap it down? Do I do it? Attack mode, defense mode? Maybe Vermilion. I mean, they're both level 9s, right, or something.
Yeah, it looks like he's full committing to the Trish. That's actually very good versus Eldlich. I didn't even think that was gonna come down. I haven't seen Trish in this deck at all.
God, one of my favorite cards ever.
I was actually talking about that card earlier with the head judge from yesterday and just how crazy expensive the DT version of it is. It's like $400.
Incredible. I remember when that was a couple $100 when it was first in dual terminals.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Saws Not Saws SA subscribing at the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Super appreciate it. You're going to get access to some exclusive emojis that you can use on the chat or anybody else's chat, and you'll have a nice little PPG badge next to your name, so appreciate it. You can also start watching the VODs from yesterday as well as the ones from today immediately. Make little clips, do all that cool stuff.
Yeah, huge shout out to you for being subscribed for 3 months. Incredible.
It's a long time. Awesome. A little Jeff emote there to express how happy we are. Jeff is always so happy. I love it.
Yeah.
Jeff is the best.
He said, yes, Virtual World will lose their thunder. Oh, for sure. Hopefully VFD gets banned. If VFD doesn't get banned, then there's going to be a huge problem.
They'll just print a better VFD and they'll be like, there's no need to ban it. We got a better one. Oh, man.
He's attacking for a lot here. This could be game. I'm not sure how much the Knight has.
There's a lot, yeah. What, the Golden Lord's at like 28 or something, right? And then the Fleur is like, what, 26 or something?
The Lord is 25 right now, I
25,
believe.
okay.
The Knight is 3,500 now.
Ooh.
And the Dryden's at 1,200. Oh, he
is
has
cool.
Gamma on the Knight effect, the gang attack.
No.
Oh, that's
No.
nice. Yeah, that's so nice. That's going to keep him in this game.
That saves him some life. It gives him some bodies. Like,
Yeah, that's incredible. That's exactly what
and he wasn't
needed
even
there.
able to connect with the Golden Lord.
Nope. Wow.
So now, just all the value. Meat shields.
Yeah, that really changes the momentum of the game, given the Virtual World play another turn. Said, guys, do you think 6am can compete? I'm trying Mistworm on them, and it rolls good, and I am 3-1 on DB. Oh, for sure. Any deck right now that can, like, combo could be a contender. You just have to build your deck very well. And like you said, you're 3-1 on DB right now. Just keep grinding. Just keep improving on the deck. There's always improvements that you can do. Earl said, I mean, I guess Trish is okay. He could have just gone into Croc and draw 2 and quick play pop, which is great versus the deck. Yeah, but if he went into Croc, the opponent would just have the Eldlich engine going, and he would be outpaced. So the Trish was actually really good there. I was just surprised that he's even playing it.
Did he have the option to banish the Golden Lord with the Trish? I don't think he did.
No, he did, but
he did. Okay.
he wanted to banish the Eldlich traps, because those would just get him back to Lord anyways.
Got it. That makes sense.
So the Zeus effect there, wiping the board.
Zeus so good. Like, the reason to play Zeus right now
Yeah.
is Zeus.
Oh, he's going to admit defeat. So
Oof.
we see Zoo, Eldlich, Dogmatika taking game 1. Incredible.
Yeah, so he is on Zed.
And he's using the gold rare elders that we were talking about before. I think those actually look really good.
The what?
The gold rare elder.
Oh, okay.
That card only came as a super rare and a megaton before, so.
Oh, the entity, Elder Entity.
Yeah, so now that it's out in the gold series, and anyone that just recently got into the game that's playing Dogmatika, they don't have to go all the way back and find the card from there.
So Virtual World taking game 1?
No, he lost.
Oh, he
game
lost.
1.
Okay. I almost messed up there.
After the insane Trish play.
Got it. He just folded to the Zeus, right? That's what it was.
Yeah. Zeus is insane. Just send the whole
Fantastic
board.
card.
Yeah, not even once per chain.
Pretty devastating.
Yeah, they probably didn't assume that, like Zeus. Like they probably just didn't think of Zeus when they made Zeus, just because of how many materials they can get under it for free. They said Zeus hit the board. That gamma was nice. Yeah, that gamma was needed to keep him in the game. So there's still going to be a strong deck being able to avoid activations on board. Yeah, Virtual World will still be played even after VFD gets hit. Just VFD is the card that like pushes them over the edge. Like that's the card that makes their end board crazy. Because you can't counter the Virtual Worlds and the VFD, you have to choose. And sometimes that really sucks. Said, hey guys, do you know which type of sleeves does the Zoo player use? I am not sure.
He's just playing purple. It looks like purple Dragon Shield, Japanese size. And then on top, he has some Dragon Shield matte clears. I can tell they're mattes because the backs are a little bit more wavy. And you see they're kind of like non-glarish. And that's what matte is really known for. Otherwise, you'd have a lot more shine in the back, and you'd be able to see the purple a little bit better. But yeah, some people like the matte because the shuffle's better on the matte, but then the aesthetics are better on the clears when you're buying the standard size sleeve. But yeah, definitely. You can get both of those also on our website, straight from our website, proplaygames.crystalcommerce.com. I'll go ahead and drop that in. Where was that? Here, I'll drop it in both chats. But that's our secondary website. So a lot of you guys have probably never even seen the inventory that we have on that one because that's slowly going to transition to become our main site. But you can see other stuff on there like pre-orders for Shining Fates, Blazing Vortex. If you're into Digimon, there's a big hype behind Digimon right now. You can go ahead and get those as well as the newest set for Pokemon as well, the battle styles. But there's a lot more stuff on this one. It's a little bit more dynamic. You can find the imposter tokens as well on that, and then you'll normally see a lot more competitive cards on this site because a lot of people don't know about it, so you're actually able to get better deals on like full deck cores or things like that.
Archer says, has there been any Drytron decks doing well? Yeah, we saw one get top 4 yesterday. I don't know if there's anyone playing the deck today. I don't think so.
No.
So we're seeing Virtual World just combo. His hand was crazy. Opens up City plus Lulu. That is full combo. That can do any combo on the spreadsheet that you want. He gets to add Roshi. Oh, and he has GG. Did he just normal it? Oh, no, he used the effect. Alright. I was going to say, normal summoning that would be very weird. His hand would have to be just all extenders. Looks like he's sending Qinglong off of that. It's always good to have 2 of those in Gray versus Eldlich. So that way they can't just walk hero banish one. It's actually going to send Chuchi. So he targeted the Lulu. Said, are there any Melfi players? No, I don't think there are.
No. Fortunately not, no.
He's going to go for Croc, and that's going to be a free draw. Or
I think the KMC character card sleeves only come with a design on them, so I think they would have like silver trim or gold trim. I don't think I've ever seen them without a trim. At least YuGiOh size.
yeah, I have no idea about sleeves. I'm very simple when it comes to them. Said, are there any invoked dog players? I'm not sure. There was some yesterday. I'm pretty sure Jeremy Mitchell was on the deck. He went X3, almost topped. Took a hard loss to Mystic Mine. That is not the deck that you want to play against that tournament. So we're going to see Roshi be summoned out here. He's going to send Qinglong. So I wonder if he's not on the Chao Feng combo. Because he did have access to go for that. But he did have Roshi in hand already. I guess he just has everything. So he's going to go for a Synchro 9 here. It's probably going to be Shen Shen, so that way he can get it in the graveyard. Said any interesting decks doing well at the moment? I'm not too sure. There was like a zombie Eldlich player on stream last round. A deck's pretty interesting with like zombie world and stuff, not what you normally see. We saw Dino. He was 2-0 going into this round. The deck's not too interesting, but a lot of people like that deck and want to see it do well. We're going to see VFD effect. Interesting that he didn't put it in the extra monster zone. Virtual World doesn't play any links, so putting it up there allows you to have 5 more zones. Said Mystic Mine was a mistake. I kind of got to agree with that. That card's crazy.
Still around somehow.
Yeah. He said, yo, TC in the house again. Welcome to chat. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? I remember you from yesterday.
Yeah, he was talking all day yesterday. Shout out to him. So you're going to see him start off with a tanky.
Prefer matte or clear sleeves? I like, man, that's a tough one. I like clear a lot, but sometimes I like matte for the shuffle. Clear, I love them at the beginning, like at their inception. I think clear, like when they're brand new, are the best. But matte just ages better, like if you're using them a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Like player's choice sleeves, those sleeves are known for only working for one event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are glossies. Like that's a perfect example of like glossy front and glossy back, which is normally like the classics or whatever.
He's gonna summon out a Dryden here. It's kind of interesting that he goes for that because we're gonna see Chuchi just pop it. And he chooses to actually not pop it during the end phase. That's interesting.
No Drytron today, by the way. I think it was only just one yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know how they want to approach the deck yet. A lot of people couldn't get the cards yet just because it came out 2 days ago over here in the U.S. But next tournament, we'll probably see a lot more Drytron being played.
Fran, not too many today. I think there's a live twin that we were going to get on stream and then kind of got cold feet, and hopefully we get them next round.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see that deck. It was a live twin Eldlich deck. The deck that a lot of people like seeing right now. They know that a lot of good people are playing it and testing it out, so they want to play and test it out themselves. But first they want to see other people play it so that way they know what to do, which is completely fair.
Jonas, are you asking about good matte sleeves, like YuGiOh size matte sleeves, or are you talking about good oversleeve matte sleeves?
He's going to use VFD effect, and then he's going to chain Dryden. Definitely forcing the Dryden effect there. So every time I play Virtual World, my opponent always seems to top deck an Imperm. Even if they do top deck Imperm, you can chain the Chuchi effect on your own VFD to dodge it, which makes it even harder to play around the VFD. They said Chuchi is dead, right? No, nothing popped the Chuchi. I don't think so. Unless if you chain the Dryden on the Chuchi and not the VFD. But the VFD is off board, so definitely targeted that. He's going to use Shen Shen effect, and then he's going to chain Crow on that. That's very good. You can't let that card keep coming back. He said Drytron, so good. I agree. I think that is currently the best deck. That deck will pick up a lot more popularity over the next couple of weeks. Like I said, as more people play it and know how to play it. Like a lot of people just don't know how right now. He said, Grinder, were you saying Invoke Dogmatika can't compete this format? No, I was just saying there's not a lot of people playing it. I'm not sure if there's anyone playing it today.
Yeah, Jonas, I definitely, and I think a lot of people will agree with me, the Dragon Shield matte are the best, like one of the best matted sleeves that you can use if you're looking for Japanese size. Dragon Shield is...
Oh, for sure. All of my friends use Dragon Shield.
It's like the new KMC, new player's choice almost.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a big wave of, especially in store, people are always asking for those.
They said, hit the Virtual World trap. I don't think the actual Virtual World cards are what need to be hit. I think once VFDs hit, the deck is very fair. And it'll just be like a kind of grindy combo deck. Kind of like how like the Eldlich Synchro deck was at one point. and I think it'll be interesting to see how Virtual World like approaches a new format. Said I've been playing Drytron before release. Same here. Said, oh, the banished pile is off the screen. Yeah, the banished pile is to the right of the graveyard. So we can't actually see what is banished, but we do know that there is a lot banished right now. Because you use Shen Shen, DD Crow, Qinglong. So the Chuchi is for sure live. Said, thank you guys. No problem, no problem.
Yeah, one of the top two options if you're looking for double sleeving for Dragon Shields, there's a matte, there's a classic, clear classic, and then there's a clear matte. One of those two, depending on your viewpoint on classic versus matte, both of those do a great job, and they're 100, so it covers your main, extra, and side, I believe, in Yu-Gi-Oh. But normally those are purchased for like Magic or Pokemon, and still, even with those, you have extras. I like the 100 counts because they just give you so much extra sleeves. And normally, when sleeves break, or if they break, it's always the top sleeve. It's never the bottom sleeve. Dragon Shields, personally, my experience, I've always used Dragon Shields. I've never actually had one split on me, which is actually insane. They always, like, everything that splits on me is usually like the KMC character guard sleeves. They'll split on me a lot, actually.
Yeah.
And then the Ultra Pros split on me a lot too. But I mean, you get what you pay for, right? I like Dragon Shields because it's kind of like the BMW, and then Ultra Pro is kind of like the Honda Civic of like the supplies world.
Said 3 months of VFD. Yeah, that's what Virtual World is. I think Virtual World will see Let's Play again once Drytron is played more. People are already building Eldlich decks that are able to beat Virtual World just because of trap cards. They don't use monsters, so the VFD doesn't affect them that much. He said, shout out to Grinder for always working. When we gonna see you compete in one of these things? Maybe one day.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Said Natasha plus Ben 10 plus Alpha are insane cards at the moment. Oh, for sure. Ben 10 being not once per turn, searching your entire deck, and then Natasha being an easy OTK button. So we're going to be moving on to the next game here. We're going to see Zoo, Eldlich, Dogmatika go first game 3, I'm assuming. And he's going to have the clear advantage. Hopefully he's on Bunny Blast. That card's very good versus Virtual World. You really need that to search off Tanky or summon off Barrage to play around the Qinglong. You don't want your Dryden to be forced by something that you don't want to pop. Said just started using Dragon Shields. They are awesome.
No way you've had him split on you? Damage my first head Secret Ash. No! Well, now even more reason to double sleeve now, because now when they split, if they ever split, you'll have the secondary one split on you. And I've honestly never used a Japanese size Dragon Shield, so there might be a quality difference from the standard size, because I know that standard size, they have just a plethora of more options, and they do a bunch of art sleeves. But for some reason in Japanese, you have like the same 4 art Dragon Shields. Like there's nothing more, and they've never produced more artwork sleeves for Japanese size. So
yeah, that's interesting.
yeah, it is. It always got me confused because like for standard size, they'll do one for every holiday. Like right now, there's a Christmas Dragon holiday Dragon Shield sleeve, but that's only for standard size. Like you'll never see it for Japanese, at least now.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
Maybe, yeah. So it's a 1-1 now, so we're going into game 3.
Mm-hmm. So the Virtual World player seems to just be clicking buttons. A lot of people haven't actually learned the Virtual World deck yet and how to play it 100% correctly. He is also playing cool tech cards, like we saw him summon Trish. That was different. You don't expect to see Trish on a meta live stream. But now we are going to be going on to game 3. He is shuffling his deck. And this is what I was talking about, the double sleeves. Like his deck looks like it's 60 cards, but I just know it isn't. So that like Imperial dual sleeves. I've actually never seen those. Said so you double sleeve using Japanese into standard size? Yes. Said 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Yeah, hopefully they're both on 40. You definitely want to keep your deck's consistency there. Oh, he's going to set one. Use Nadir Servant. The opponent recognizes the play that he's going to send Elder like he did game 1, and he uses Ash. He has Pankratops in hand, but that's going to be dead since his opponent didn't summon anything. Draws Desires, and he's going to use that. It's going to be a free draw 2 off the top. Does his opponent have his own Ash? He does not. He draws Harpy's Feather Duster off of that. Yeah, that's going to be a +1 right there. That's going to be nice. Does he have a response? He's going to chain D Barrier. Okay, so I'm assuming that he's going to call Synchros. So now we're going to see Joseph be locked into only XYZs this game. Or this turn, I'm not. Most likely just going to go for a Zeus. Maybe get some GG effects. That way he can end phase, get the grind going. Get some Qinglongs engrave. Chu-Chi engrave. Yeah, he's going to normal summon GG. Also has Gamma, Pankratops, Roshi in hand. So his hand is pretty nice. He's going to summon the Lulu here. And he's going to send Chu-Chi and then add City. So he wants to get access to a Chu-Chi on board. Said Torrential, but Needle can come in handy as well when comparing TT and Needle. Torrential and Needle Ceiling both are interesting. It depends what deck you're playing. If you're playing like a 60 card deck, you should probably just play both. But if you would have to choose between them, TT is better. If your deck is doing like Trap Trick, Lilith stuff, Needle Ceiling can be insane just because you can like set it during their standby and then use it. So I really think Drytron is overhyped at the moment. Virtual World has proven it's the best deck. I actually see Drytron play, I think that's Tappering off. I'm not sure. In play once players adapt to it. The deck is very hard to stop. You can't hand trap the deck with normal hand traps. Side deck cards don't really work. A lot of people just say that you can like Dark Ruler or Droplets the board, but if you do that, you still have to play against 2 Herald of Orange Lights and an insane amount of follow-ups. I think the deck is not overhyped. I think it's underhyped. A lot of people still think Virtual World is the best deck. It did win the tournament yesterday, so it is proving itself. But I think over the next couple of weeks, we will see a shift in the meta. So hopefully he did not banish the driver with Desires. Hopefully not, but we can see Nian put back face down banish cards, which is a very cool interaction that you don't usually see in the game. Kind of like Omega putting back. Said beware token collector. Most people cut that from their deck. It was only for Infernoble with Link Cross, but with Link Cross being banned, you're not really going to see that anymore. So he has only number 75 on board. This effect is already used. We know that he had Gamma in hand, which isn't going to be alive with a monster on board. So maybe like the Pankratops will come up next turn. Said what control decks would be good for this format? Eldlich, Dogmatika, Invoke Dogmatika. Pretty much like Dogmatika really helps out the control decks. Altergeist Dogmatika top the last LCS. He's going to summon out Roshi here by targeting the Qinglong. So I played against a couple of Virtual World players and I stopped them all with Summon Limit. Yeah, Floodgates are very good versus meta decks. You'll see that be a common trend every format. Said Virtual World is the most played deck, but I think Drytron is currently the best deck. That's also how I feel. So he's going to banish Scarlet to set from deck. Said Droll, Claps, Drytron. They do have 7 outs to it, game 2 and 3. So while it does beat them, they're also prepared for that. Witchcrafter can handle them too. I actually haven't seen Witchcrafter be played in a very long time. It'll be interesting to see that deck come back if you think that Witchcrafter can handle the meta. So he's reading the Knight here, just making sure on what it does. Don't want to mess up anything. So they're just making sure on the wording real quick. Seems like he's asking his opponent. So something I noticed is that if a control deck can't keep up with the meta, they just slap Eldlich into it. If the control deck is already good, they can slap Eldlich into it. Yeah, a lot of people have been just slapping Eldlich into stuff, and it's been working out just because it can help you with a grind game. Like, the Zoo deck has no grind game. They just normal summon a Zoo and go into Zeus. That's all they can do. So having the Eldlich engine to help you grind is very good. TJ Parker said Jesse Cotton showed that Droll does not stop Drytron. I actually saw Jesse get stopped by Droll a lot over the LCS. Or not a lot, but it did come up. So he had 2 Gamma, Driver, Pankratops, and Roshi. So I can't tell exactly what's happening here. It appears that they're talking to a judge or something. Maybe talking about the match. Yeah, I think the Zoo player won that. Maybe time got called. There's definitely a chance that time got called.
Yeah, Zoo won.
Yeah, okay, so the Zoo player did win that one. He had more hand traps in hand too. The opponent opened up multiple Gammas, Driver, Pankratops when his opponent didn't do any plays. So the hand traps that stop your opponent, if your opponent just doesn't play, then you're not doing anything either.